Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Okay. A slightly foggy video here. I think it's just from temperature going from inside to outside, so forgive me for that. But we are still on our Grayl kit information. They're basically the same thing, just the configuration is a little different on how they're put together. So we'll just take, this is a look at it together, and it's basically the same thing. So the cup is it also has a lid, but in the way that I put it together, I put the lid in my backpack, and then I slide all this down over the top of it. So I could hang my sweatband off the bottom if I wanted to and hold the lid onto it, but I prefer it to hold it to the bag. So this is a Grayl Ultra Press, just a tan Grayl Ultra Press, in a Campcraft Outdoors filter bag. So these filter bags are for Grayls. You can get them for about 10 bucks on the Campcraft Outdoors website. There's one for, I think, this is for the Ultra Press, I think, but it fits these, the plastic Ultra Press and the titanium Ultra Press. So first I tried getting a cup that would fit on this, and then I got thinking, well, I don't know if I want it rubbing directly on my plastic. And then I decided that really wasn't going to hurt anything, but I couldn't find one that didn't ding, ding, ding around in there a little bit. So I found that the 350 milliliter Boundless Voyage cup, said it comes with a lid, about 12 bucks, I think, on Amazon, fits this, and you can hear it is pretty good fit there. But what I would do, just like my other, I went through and put new Brillos in my stuff after noticing that one was missing the other day. So these are like 4 times this size, maybe 3 times this size. I can't remember how many times I cut it, but I just cut it big enough that it goes in the bottom of my cup like that. And if you're nesting stainless steel stuff, sometimes they ding, 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 and this will keep them from doing that. But I just put that in there, put it together, and depending on how you're carrying it, I got a couple different ways that I carry it. Like my big titanium GeoPress, the cup I have on it is nested on the titanium reservoir of the Grayl itself. It's inside of the big filter bag for the original GeoPress from Campcraft Outdoors. I'll do another video on that. That way I don't start throwing a bunch of stuff in one video and get people confused. But I take one of these. This is just a sweatband, like them dirty, crusty ones that I wear. And what I do with it is another little trick that I like to do. Like at SE, somebody was Baudelaire was making hot apple cider. It was super delicious, but they had just had it in a pot sitting on the fire. So when it first come off, it was 10 million degrees. Like, it was, you couldn't even put it to your lips. It was so hot. And if you're not wearing gloves, and I know it's got handles on it, but it'll burn you. So I figured out that I could just slip one of these around it like that, and it kept me from having to set it down or scald my hands. But also what this does, depending on what you got, I can put it in there and slide it up just a little bit. Like this. Then it holds the can or the cup on there so it doesn't jiggle around or fall off easily. And there's a whole bunch of different models of these Grayls. My Ultra Press is set up a different way with different size cups on it. And then my GeoPress is different, and the titanium GeoPress is different. They're all just made just enough that it takes a different cup for it to fit well. Some of them you put down there and it just rattles around. It's not that big deal. You can put different things in it. I have some where I have the Grayl in the cup, but I have the Brillo or a little Scotch-Brite thing in the bottom, and then I have a piece of cotton that I lay over the top of it and stick my Grayl down in it. But I have enough room to go around the edges of it and put my spork, and I think you can probably fit several other things relatively flat in it and still have a bunch of room. Maybe even like you could wedge some chopsticks down in there or something if you were a chopstick eating kind of guy. I made some chopsticks several years ago just playing around at an oak, and they're so polished, like they're awesome. I try to eat my noodles at work with it every time I have some, and it's discolored the wood from where I stick them in those cheapo cups of noodles, so it's different. It's like a lighter color from the material about 2/3 up down where it's been in the soup stuff. But this is the Ultra Press setup from Grayl. Next we'll do the GeoPress, and then we'll do the normal Ultra Light, which is actually my favorite out of all of them. I know there's a bunch of stink about cross-contamination with them or whatever, but I haven't ever had an issue with it. And I know it would only take me crapping my guts out one time to not like that anymore, but I'll just take my chances with that. And I'll do them in separate videos like this, so any of the information, the sizes of the vessels and stuff is not getting confused by me talking about multiple sizes on a video with different things to go in them. Again, this is the Boundless Voyage 350 milliliter titanium cup, and it does come with a lid. I don't have my other phone in my pocket, but I think they're like between 12 and 15 bucks on Amazon. And if you get the right one, I think I have like 8 or 9 different sizes that I wrote down from when I was trying to put them on stuff to find the right one. So I got titanium cups floating around everywhere. But anyway, Christmas is coming, y'all. I hope everybody had a good weekend. There's going to be lots of people that are off work until after Christmas. I wish y'all a very Merry Christmas. I think I may get enough time to do another video or two. I'm about to go change an alternator in a car. It looks like I got to take the tire and the wheel, or not the tire, but the wheel off, and fender wells and all kind of crazy mess to get to the starter or the alternator, but we'll see how that goes. But I appreciate the support. I hope this helps. Like I said, there's several different ways, and they change stuff just ever so slightly with these cups, enough to make them where sometimes they won't work. If you buy another 350 from like a different maker, it could be slightly taller and not as big around in outside diameter. Lots of knick-knack stuff like that, but this is just a good way to kind of cut corners on that. You can check out my Instagram. All of this, when I was first doing this, is all on Instagram. So all of the, a lot of the information on this stuff is on Instagram as well. It's at Bushcraft Kelso. There's 8,000 posts over there of different things. Some's just fun stuff. It's probably a mixture of like 50% fun stuff and 50% educational things, although the fun stuff can be educational too. Bushcraftkelso.com for gizmos and gadgets. I'm waiting on a few things to come in, and I'll be restocking some stuff, and I got a pretty cool carrying system that I'm going to be loading up on there here in the next few days or so. Pretty cool. You can carry this or all kind of stuff in it. Again, thanks for watching. like and subscribe. We got a bunch of stuff coming down the line. Yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Merry Christmas.